Hi everyone, I'm going to be reviewing a video by Sayoko. I tried the animal-based diet for a week. Amazing results. I wonder about those results.
Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I am Sayoko. I've been eating a lot of processed stuff, feeling inflamed, gaining weight, just overall not feeling good. So I'm excited to get back into my routine. I want to incorporate more protein, so I figured why not try the...
Eating the so-called animal-based diet is not about eating more protein. It's about getting all of the nutrients that you're missing in a typical processed junk food diet. Really, over 90% of people on Earth today are missing those nutrients, or at least not getting them in adequate amounts.
Animal-based diet. It's similar to the carnivore diet, but the animal-based diet allows fruit. I look back in the...
Yes, and this is a way more sustainable diet for a slave. If they want to get back into eating at least somewhat more naturally, this is the kind of diet that I would recommend the most. Sort of the way Paul Saladino eats, except that he eats a bit too many fruits. But seeing as a lot of people have a problem eating raw meat, the main reason being because they never tried it, otherwise they would know how good it is. Eating cooked meat with some fruits is way better than eating the carnivore diet, because if you eat a carnivore diet, then you're going to be imitating pancakes and bread like steak and butter girl, because you crave carbs so much. This will at least remove those crazy cravings. The carnivore diet just ends up being an ED in the end after a few months or years, because you're restricting yourself so much. Eating this way could actually be sustainable.
At the beginning of the year, when I was kind of unknowingly doing carnivore, my body was looking the best, my energy, my mood, everything was the best. I fully equate that to my diet. So, that being said, let's make breakfast.
Yes, but then again, you didn't want to continue that way, probably because of those crazy sugar cravings. I already commented on her tattoos in my last video, so I'm not gonna do that again, but I just do want to point out that she really overdid it. And you can have some tattoos here and there, yeah, whatever. At least she didn't tattoo her face. Yeah, you have some eggs, good. The yolk is kind of soft still. It's for sure not overcooked, meaning that the nutrients are intact. That's all that I look at really when it comes to cooked food. The more you cook it, the worse it is. The turkey bacon is of course processed meat. There's preservatives, chemicals which make you infertile also. This has been studied. And good old salt for sure, which causes necrosis in the body. It kills your cells. That's how toxic it is. That's maybe the biggest problem really with bacon. Otherwise, it wouldn't be too bad.
Breakfast time! We have 3...
This is a way better breakfast than what the carnivores eat. The fake carnivores, obviously. Not the real ones, obviously. It's way better. It's just better because you're not gonna have those crazy cravings for sugar. You won't restrict yourself. You won't be making your carnivore pancakes, bread, and ice cream. Yeah, this is actually a sustainable way of eating. Obviously, the strawberries are man-made, full of pesticides. Yeah, I get all of that. I'm not even talking about any of that.
Sunny side up eggs cooked in grass-fed butter, some avocado slices.
Even better, cooked in butter, not stupid seed oils.
4 pieces of turkey bacon and 3 strawberries.
Really, even though it's cooked food and those fruits don't even exist like that in nature, and the turkey bacon is processed, this is a really sustainable way of eating for the typical kind of slave of today who is not going to be drinking blood and eating organs. It's really the best diet that I would recommend for people. Maybe even if you want to transition, so to speak. If you want to eat cooked food and just typically what you ate your whole life, if you limit it to eggs, meat, and fruits, you're gonna be doing pretty alright in life. You're not gonna be optimally healthy, obviously, but you could be pretty healthy on this kind of a diet. Was she adding more salt to it or what? She should stop that. There's really no need at all. Cucumbers and what? Blueberries? Blueberries are very sprayed. As long as you stay away from berries and all of those fruits where you eat the skin, except if you can get wild fruits, yeah, then it's okay, then it doesn't matter. It's really not bad.
It's lunchtime. This is the most beautiful meal I've ever seen in my entire life. We just added some grass-fed butter, scrambled eggs in butter, 2 pieces of pickles, blueberries. I just started learning how to make steaks. I'm not the best at making them. That's like a medium well.
Yeah, you overcooked it. It's not even red in the middle. You should, if you cook it, just sear it just a little bit if you want it to be warm. I could even understand it. Naturally, when you hunt an animal, it's warm. It's very warm and really, in a way, similar to cooked food. People just imitate fresh, warm meat when they cook their food. When you overcook it like this, then no, of course, because obviously meat should not be kind of grayish brown.
This is my favorite meal in the entire world. Steak and eggs. Yes, I realize this is my...
Damn, she's actually eating a pretty good diet now. She should really stick to this.
6th egg of the day. I woke up this morning feeling so amazing. Bloat, non-existent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You feel better, obviously, overall, just biochemically. And of course, why would you have a bloat from the fruits? Maybe you could, but I don't get that. Why should she? You gotta stick to this diet. This is a good diet for you. You're not gonna be eating raw meat realistically. Yeah.
Let's make breakfast. We're having burgers for breakfast.
You could make a steak tartare with this. Just a ground meat. Maybe melt in some butter if you want. That's okay. And the eggs, raw eggs on top, if it's good eggs. She has a lot of money, I'm sure that she can afford. Well, you can see that she can afford good food. She can get good quality meat and eat it raw, the eggs also. If you eat this way and sometimes also eat some raw dishes and pop in some raw liver cubes, kind of like a supplement, you're gonna be pretty freaking healthy. The ground meat is very lean, as far as I could see. She said 96%, as in 4% fat. That's not too good. You should definitely be eating more fat, but okay, you eat the eggs at least. And yeah, also it's of course cooked. There's carcinogens. You destroy a lot of the nutrients. Yeah, but yeah, I don't expect her to eat raw meat.
Oh my god.
Oh, actually, the meat is pretty raw in the middle. Look at the burgers. Man, I love this diet. Again, for a so-called normie, if you want to stick to eating your cooked meat and cheese and eggs, it's just perfect. You're gonna still be pretty healthy. And I mean, fuck, she didn't even overcook those burgers. Yeah, she's actually getting probably some actual B vitamins out of that. Because the heat destroys them, but there's some in the middle left.
That was delicious. Where should we put her today? The steak does look better than yesterday. Ooh, I guess it's going there. Trying to be aesthetic is hard. Not bad. Beautiful. Yes! I will be eating a little bit of butter with my steak. Ugh.
I see that she has bananas there. Bananas supposedly have enzymes which help you to digest meat. Not that you naturally need help to digest meat, obviously. As an animal who is supposed to be eating meat, maybe it helps with the cooked meat. I don't know about that. some tribes eat fruits together with meat because supposedly it helps them. But then again, you don't have any problems from eating meat anyway. I don't know what exactly they mean by that. Maybe they just noticed something. As long as you don't have any digestive issues, it's fine. I don't eat bananas myself, firstly because they are so unnatural, cultivated to the absolute extreme. Secondly, because they don't really have a lot of nutrients, even mineral-wise, just because of the ground that they are grown in those trees nowadays, obviously not naturally. And also because of the fiber, it's not good for me. I can take any fruits except for bananas. Yeah, that's the only fruit I can think of which is just too hard on your gut.
So much to the steak while you're eating. I've seen a lot of people put honey on their bananas. I don't think it's necessary, but it sounds delicious. Beautiful. Look at it.
Well, if it was raw honey, okay, but I wouldn't recommend using some honey from the store from a plastic bottle. That's for sure full of glyphosate. You're not eating any more grains. So you could technically more or less eat a glyphosate-free diet, but the honey will have it.
This is the most aesthetic one yet. Did we get any rareness? We did!
All right, good. Oh, you know that it's better. This girl learned a lot. Wait. She didn't watch my video about her, right? Probably not, realistically. She's too big of a YouTuber. She's not gonna watch some small YouTuber reviewing her. But then again, who knows? I kind of pretty much told her to try this. I don't know. Maybe actually.
I enjoyed that. Cheers.
I gotta say that I'm loving what I'm seeing here, because if you eat the eggs and the meat and the bananas, you're not gonna have those crazy carb cravings after. I feel really sorry for those people on the fake carnivore diet.
I've also seen people dip their steak in their egg yolk.
Yeah, and it's possible because you didn't overcook the eggs, which is good. Now I'm thinking she maybe did see my video about her, because this is really the best that you could possibly eat when you think about what I told her. Because she's not gonna start eating actual raw meat and eggs and everything, but it's close enough to it.
Steak, yolk, butter, honey, banana. I don't know what's going on. I'm tapping out. I'm going to put it in a little container and just nibble on it later.
You shouldn't eat too many kiwis because of the oxalates. It's one of those fruits which do have oxalates. That's why your mouth reacts so strongly to it. It's as if it's cutting up your tongue. The more unripe it is, the worse it's going to be. If they are actually ripe and picked from the tree, you won't notice that much. It's just that, as Anthony Shafee was saying, we get the unripe fruits and then they ripen in the store, or in the back of the store more likely. And then eventually you buy them, but then the oxalates are still in there in larger amounts than they should be.
Wow! We have Greek yogurt with strawberries and blueberries, kiwi. I just cut off the butts and I eat them with the skin on. Pickle, yesterday's turkey.
You eat them with the skin on? What do you mean? You don't swallow the skin, right, man? That's kind of disgusting.
Bacon, Kerrygold cheese. So cute. Good morning.
She adds ice to boiled eggs? Whatever. Boiling eggs is the worst because you destroy a lot. Boiling is the worst kind of cooking method out of all when it comes to any foods. That's farmed salmon. Yeah. Better stick to the beef and eggs or whatever kind of land animals. Nothing wrong with fish, obviously, just don't eat farmed salmon.
Today I woke up slightly more bloated. Not sure if I maybe overdid it on the fruit or whatnot, but...
If anything, it can only be the fruit. Meat and eggs, even if they are cooked, will never make you bloat. You gotta see which fruits are doing that to you. I would assume that it's the bananas if it was from the previous day. It's not as if she really shows what she eats throughout the whole day, I think.
Oh, I actually cooked it so well. I recently started wearing the same shirt every single day, and it's crazy how much less stress is on my life. I'm trying to Steve.
I'm surprised that you keep it so spotless then.
Gorgeous. I fear I may always crave a sweet treat, but after not having processed sugar for a good minute, these fruits taste not only sweeter, but are all I want. This feels genuine.
Yes, exactly. And that's good. Even if you're over-consuming sugar, so to speak, it's much better to stick to the fruits, even if they are man-made. Realistically, who has access to wild fruits nowadays? A very small amount of the population. This way you won't be craving the bread, pasta, pizza, all of that garbage. It's way better if you have cravings for carbs, and you will naturally anyway, seeing as there is no zero-carb diet in nature. It's just way better to stick to these man-made fruits then. You're getting some minerals out of them, not as many as you should naturally, but at least you won't end up wanting to drink soda or anything else. It's really the best option that we have in slavery today.
Genuinely like dessert to me. And this tastes like it shouldn't be healthy. Oh!
The fuck you talking about? It tastes good, obviously. It's literally healthy. It's cooked, yeah, but as far as cooked food goes, it is healthy, absolutely. How? It's brainwashing, that's what you get taught. It's cheese, cholesterol, the fat-soluble vitamins, some still intact. It's meat, it's what you naturally eat in nature. Totally healthy.
I'm a person that can bloat so much. There's been no sort of reaction. My gut has been doing great. I've eaten the biggest meals ever. It's such a great feeling to have, to be completely full to the point where you don't want to eat anymore, but also not being bloated and in pain. There's been a lot of instances where...
Yeah, if you're in pain because of it, then you're eating probably noodles, rice, and whatnot.
I've seen people eating this diet and it curing their hormonal imbalances, regulating their period, and overall just like improving their cognitive function. And a common counter argument I've heard is that obviously your body's going to be less bloated, you're going to have less allergies, reactions to things that include acne, irregular period, all sorts of things when you switch to this diet, because you're eliminating so many things that could be your triggers. For example, sugar, if that's the cause of someone's acne. So I totally understand.
Sugar in itself cannot be a cause of acne, otherwise you would have acne from the fruits.
That perspective. I think the thing is, for me, at the end of the day, I fully enjoy eating this type of food. It genuinely makes me happy. The best performance at the gym.
Really, you do seem kind of different. I guess that she's still fake, but she was really, really fake in the last video I reviewed. Now she seems a bit more down to earth, kind of calmer, as if she's actually somewhat mentally healthy all of a sudden.
Microplastics. Beautiful.
That's actually pretty nice. A proper salad. What is it? Meat and eggs, basically?
Itadakimasu. The egg salad is phenomenal. This video has made me want to start doing mukbangs. Cheers.
Ooh, look at that nice beef. Yummy. I remember going to a restaurant like this. They brought us the beef. The beef was very nice, but obviously we didn't use the cooking thing. We just ate it raw. Nobody really cared. Maybe nobody noticed that we did that.
Go back.
A little doggy. I was gonna say maybe it's time to have some children, but the only problem is all the ink, man. Is that not dangerous a little bit for the child? That's problematic, yeah. Yeah, you can see how when you cook ground meat that it's just almost entirely destroyed. That's why it's better to just cook some steaks. If you cook your food, at least you keep it raw in the middle. Or those burger patties.
That's dry. I think I realized...
Yeah, exactly. It's just cooked ground meat is... I've never liked it. I didn't even like it when I ate cooked food back in the day. It was really always too dry. Who likes that?
That I would rather have my fruit separately as like a dessert so that I can ensure I'm filling up on my meat.
In case you watch this video, it's incredibly unlikely, I really recommend going to a restaurant, trying steak tartare, and then make that at home. Sometimes just eat some raw meat dishes now and then. You're actually gonna really like it, really. Or add anything else to it, and your diet is pretty alright. Get some ground meat, add raw eggs to it, maybe something else if you like. I would have said kimchi, but you probably shouldn't be eating any kind of vegetables, seeing as you have problems with your gut. But if you would want some kind of yogurt, whatever you added there to the egg salad before, that kind of stuff, maybe even a little bit of a sauce, really to get just into raw meat, yeah.
Eat first.
She cooks the bananas. That's interesting. Some of these meals are a bit strange, but whatever.
Don't bully me for this one. But my god, if you have ever tried bananas with beef and honey, it is... That being said, I did have a very green banana. Oh, this is gonna be a tough eat. I don't think I can eat these bananas. Last time I cooked with a super ripe one, it kind of just fell apart. So ground beef and honey it is. It's pretty good. I'm not one to like wasting food, but this is actually vile. I have a little dessert. Look at her. Harder than you would expect.
She has some nice quality steaks. It's good that she can afford that.
So that was my what I eat in a week on an animal-based diet. It was my first week of trying animal-based. I am going to continue this because I feel so amazing, so energetic. I cannot make this up. I haven't gotten my period in over a year. It has been probably close to a year and a half at this point. On day 8, I got my period, yes.
Wow. Man, that's crazy. Jesus. Oh, but I'm glad. It's also the working out. But her diet was really bad before. I wonder if she still works out so much.
It was very normal. It lasted 4 days as per usual. Symptoms were also non-existent, which was awesome. It could be completely coincidental, but I just thought...
No, it's not coincidental whatsoever. You're eating a lot of animal fat all of a sudden, except if you changed something else also, but still, the diet must add to it.
That was interesting. So that being said, I'm going to continue on this diet to see if this was a factor. Hopefully we'll be seeing my period again next month. So I'm going to continue this.
Yeah, it's good. You were essentially infertile. Yeah, good.
So definitely subscribe if you want to see how I'm doing after about a month or 2. Thanks for watching. I love you guys.
Maybe I'm gonna review the video also. This was actually pretty interesting to watch.
Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this. Considering what she used to eat, this is a big improvement. And you could also see that, of course, because of the way she acts alone, but she also said that her period is back. And the bloating is also gone. She did say that she had a bit of bloating, probably because of the bananas, I would say. Realistically, yeah, that's pretty much the only fruit that I have problems with. It would make a lot of sense. I haven't eaten any bananas in years because there's just no point in bothering. Natural bananas have tons of seeds inside. They're not even really that edible. The ones that we eat today, of course, don't, as you know, but I think that they have been cultivated to a point where they are just really abnormal. Some fruits at least still look the way they look naturally. These are just big and seedless. Hardly any nutrients left. They're also not watery, so they're not even good for hydration. I don't see any point in eating them at all. As I said, eating this way is way better than eating the fake carnivore diet, because as you can see with all of these guys, they will fearmonger you into not eating any sugar, and then when you look at the examples of people eating this man-made diet, then you will see that they crave sugar nonstop, and instead of imitating fruits, which I don't know how you could possibly do, they try to recreate bread, pasta, ice cream, and whatnot. It's the same as veganism. It's an ED. They are restricting themselves. It's not sustainable. Nobody's ever going to be able to pull off this zero carb diet because it just doesn't exist in nature. There's just no such thing. Even from the fresh animals, you would be getting glycogen. Even though I don't promote eating cooked food, if you want to stick to a sort of normie diet, which is acceptable socially, then eating this way is really the best way that you could possibly eat. You eat a lot of meat, ideally some organs, of course, also. Maybe you eat the organs, the raw liver cubes, away from your so-called friends, but the rest you can just eat openly. Eggs, maybe dairy if you want. I wouldn't recommend it overall. But yeah, meat and eggs and some fruits now and then. Even with every meal, whatever you want, still way better. It's even better to overconsume sugar from cultivated fruits than to eat zero carb and then obsess and just crave sugar nonstop and just restrict yourself and go against your senses. This is really the best kind of diet I would recommend for people from our society today. Thanks for watching.